Let's take a look at the chart action for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and zoom in and we'll go into the 4 hour time frame and we'll see what's happening right now. So the thing that I was watching right now is we have resistance, resistance, resistance. I'm watching this downtrend, or I was watching this downtrend right here. We broke that going sideways right here. We kind of went up, but we didn't really get a lot of momentum pushing to the upside. The next thing that I was watching is we had resistance, resistance, resistance. Then we have support, support. We're in this little channel pattern right here, and it looks like we're breaking to the upside. What I'm thinking is maybe we could drag from the top to the bottom of this little channel, something like this, drag this to the breakout, something like that, and we're looking at a target of approximately 43,158. I don't know how far this momentum is going to push us going to the upside. Like I said, that's like kind of a small target. And I think what I really want to see us do is just break the previous tops. So we broke that one right there. The next one I want to see us break is this one right here. We also have a wick up right here, but I just want to see us get higher highs and start trending like this. It does look like we found some support and it looks like we're trending up a little bit. Let's see if we could keep that momentum pushing to the upside. In my last video, I was talking about this Fibonacci retracement box that we had right here. We had this uptrend going like this, and we broke this trend line going to the downside right there. After that, I was thinking that we were going to get a retracement, and I set up this Fibonacci box from the bottom to the top of this trend right here. And what happened was we got support right on this red line and we came up and got rejected right at the top pretty much. I was thinking we were going to break through, so I put in a position right here, but I held on to it. Right now what I'm thinking is if we go lower, I'm going to buy up some of these Fibonacci retracement levels and some of these bottoms if we go lower, and if not, if we go higher, then my Bitcoin will be doing better in general. And I have positions right here. I have a couple positions in there. I was all cost averaging on the way up, and then once we broke, then I started kind of taking my money out of this and then putting limit orders back in these areas. So what I'm thinking now is I'm not sure if we're going to go up or down. I just have my limit order set at these Fibonacci retracement levels, and these are sitting at 41,078 and 39,945. These are also the previous support levels right here. We had some support and then we had a little wick down right here. So I like the way these support levels and the wick lines up with these Fibonacci retracement levels. That's why I was really watching these ones. You could have also argued that you could have even put a limit order right here or an order at the 38% level, and this one would be kind of performing pretty good right now. So yeah, in general, I like watching the 38% level and the 50% level normally, but when I was watching it, it looked like we were already below it and we were pushing to the downside. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure which direction we're going, how far this momentum is going to keep pushing us up. But another thing that I wanted to show you guys, if we go ahead and delete everything, let's take a look at the moving averages. Right now, it does look like we're breaking above the 4 hour 9 moving average. And this one's been going in and out of it kind of. So this one, we'll probably have to look to the next higher moving or time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame and we can kind of look at this one. This one's a little more significant anyways, and this one's going kind of in and out of it as well. Right now we are under it. What we want to do is break above this. So the next thing we can do is maybe break above the weekly. We broke above the weekly last week on this weekly candle. We wicked above it, and now it looks like we're coming in to test it again. Like I've been kind of saying in general, this weekly moving average, this 9 moving average is pretty important in my opinion. I mean, I think if we could once we break the weekly 9 moving average, then maybe we can get some support on it and push to the upside, or instead of breaking below it or breaking through it and then getting resistance on it and getting pushed to the downside. So yeah, it does look, hopefully we found some support right here and we can continue this momentum up here. Like I said, I really just want to see us break these highs that we were getting. We got high, low, high, low, high. I mean, actually it came down to like right here and it went a little sideways, but in general, I just want to see us make some higher highs. Then I think that will be a good signal. And then like I said, also I want to see us break above this weekly moving average. I still think breaking this trend line was a good thing. Let's see if we can continue this momentum going to the upside. The other thing I've been watching is we have support right here, support right here. Let's go ahead and do this trend line, and we can actually delete this one because we don't really have to focus on that one too much. I still think we still have some support and we're kind of pushing up on this support line like this until we break this one going to the downside, then I'm gonna at least have a little bit of hope that maybe we can do some sort of inverted head and shoulders or something. I kind of talked about that on my last video. Like I said, there was a lot of space in here, and I was kind of curious if we're gonna fill it in or do something like this. Maybe do, I don't know. Kind of curious though. We do have this little pattern that's possibly going something like this, where we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder maybe, and we could maybe, I think the thing that we'd probably just want to watch is this line right here. We have resistance right here and resistance right here. I think if we could break above this trend line, something like this, then this will be our good signal. Like I was saying, if we could just break out of these highs, then I think that's going to get me more confident on hitting these targets up here. Let's go ahead and do that red line. We're on the daily time frame. I'm looking at the bodies. You could also argue it's going to go a little bit higher at around 51.9 or something, but I'm kind of looking at those bodies at around 51.900 or something like that. Let's go ahead and do a red line right here. This is the next kind of target that I'm looking at. So yeah, like I said, let's see if we could break out of this. We might have to even come a little bit lower, kind of. It just, I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see. I had been watching this support level right here, something like this was one of the orange lines that I had right here, because like I said, it's possible that we're getting some sort of head and shoulders pattern, inverted head and shoulders, and maybe that was going to be the bounce. And then I was also watching this little wick right here, and then like I said, when we do a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the top of the little trade, or the little uptrend, then it kind of lines up with the 50% and the 60%. I actually, what did I do? I must have done something wrong. I think I'd been watching these supports on the 4-hour time frame, because that makes a little bit more sense. These are a little bit closer on the 4-hour time frame, and then I was pulling this one up to match the Fibonacci retracement. It still lines up with that wick though. In general, this support line and then this wick are the spots that I was watching, and then this Fibonacci retracement, these Fibonacci retracement levels, I was kind of getting a second opinion on pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much when I was talking. And then also, like I was saying, you could probably also argue that this was in a bad spot to maybe trade on as well. We'll have to wait and see if this momentum can continue going to the upside, or if this is just a little fake out and we're going to get rejected at this spot right here. You can also kind of argue we really probably want to break this spot right here. Let's go ahead and do a horizontal red line just for the meantime, something like this. Just in the short time frame, I think if we break this trend line going to the upside and kind of close above that, then maybe we could start looking at this resistance right here sitting at around 43,680 approximately, and then so on and so forth. If we could break through this one, then we could look at this one. Just what I'm thinking though, I think in general, if we go down, these are the levels that I'm watching, these Fibonacci retracement levels and the previous support levels. We also have this bottom down here at around 30,000. That's another spot that I've been really watching for a while. And then if we start going up, like I said, I have a position up here, and I have Bitcoin in general. So if we start going up, these are the next spots that I'll be kind of looking at. In general, I think if we break this line right here, kind of like, this is why I kind of got bullish over here, because if we break this line right here and we kind of can break out of this little zone right here, then I'll be getting more confident on this spot. But we're gonna have to wait and see, because I've already got kind of faked out right there. So now I'm kind of just seeing more on the bottom sides than I am on the top sides. We'll have to wait and see though. Let's see what happens. Let me know what you think. You should join my Discord if you're into crypto, because we can chat about crypto on there, and you could ask questions if you want. If you're new to trading, check out this video right here. It's about buying and selling, and it can explain some of the things that I talk about in this video. If you like that video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.